Okay, guys, let's break down UFC Vegas 104. We got Martin Vettori and Roman Dolidze. Now, if you watch this video, guys, please make sure you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and join my Telegram group where I give free plays every week for every UFC card. It's free. The link is in the description. Now, before we're gonna go and go over what we had, what's the cards gonna be about, and I have some nice plays there that I believe are going to cash. Let's go and talk about the last card, which was a profitable card for me. I made over $500, and I wrote down each and every bet I took, not hiding anything from you guys. And I'm gonna go over that real quick so we can learn together what we can do better next cards. So first bet I had was stupid bet. I bet on Santos live and Leal by KO. Santos faded in the third. It was a stupid mistake to bet him live. That's something you need to learn. You can't just bet someone if he looks good in the first round because you don't know what's gonna happen in the second and the third. I still think he won, but you can argue that Diaz won, and with the fucking judges these days, you can't really you can't really trust them. So it is what it is. Next one I had Armen Petrosyan and Joshua Van. The fact that that stupid referee took a point from Armen where he barely scraped the balls of Bruno. I think that fucked him up mentally, but he got taken down. He got submitted. It is what it is. I had a small hedge on Bruno to win by knockout or submission. I had a small bet on Van to win in the third round, but Suruya had better cardio, I'd say, and he stayed safe. He didn't just stand in the pocket with Van, which was smart. I also had a small bet on Suruya to win by submission. Obviously, that didn't happen. This is a good one. I had a single bet on Rufi to win by knockout. I had $118 on this one, and I had another bet, which was Rufi by KO and Miranda by KO, and that was a great bet. That two finishers, killers, two guys that have questionable chin level compared to them. And for Rufi is a finisher. In his last fight, he didn't finish the guy that came overweight by like 20 pounds, and he had a bronze chin. And Bobby Green is with his hands down. He has no chin at this point. It was simple. I had some, stupid bets putting Yasmin Lucinda, who looked terrible, with Ignacio Gagey and Ankalaev. Lucindo fucked that up. I actually had Turner here. Then I had another one. Just Justin Gagey, just Ankalaev. And let me tell me something about Ankalaev. I think that Ankalaev is the complete package. I knew his striking and chin would be good enough to withstand Pereira. Pereira, on the other hand, is shown to improve his takedown defense, but on the back foot, he's just not the same. He didn't look the same, at least. Ank pressure won him the fight. And this is a great example. Everybody and their mother were on Pereira. Like all the fighters that break down videos, everyone were on Pereira. When you see something like that, just be careful, especially when you take a Dagestani who's the complete package. And I had another crazy bet. I put Bahamondes, I put Justin Gagey, and I put Ankalaev all in one, and that got it as well. Usually I would avoid doing this kind of bets, but sometimes it's fun. Maybe three leg parlays are the max. Don't go over that. With that being said, let's talk about UFC Fight Night Vettori versus Dolidze. This is gonna be a great betting card in my opinion. I'm gonna go over each and every fight, and I'll tell you what I like and what I don't like. So first fight we got Eunice Dubin and Carly Judas. Honestly, I don't want to do anything with this fight. this is where both can win. The value is definitely on Dubin, who came as a big underdog in her last fight on Contender, and she completely starched the girl that she fought against. Judice, though, I think that she's better than the girl she fought against, like on Contender, who just like stood there and ate her punches. I don't think Judice will do that. She did lose two in a row against Ernesta and Gabriela Fernandez. Both were really, both fights were really close. Um, Dubin, that the fact that she knocked out Shannon Clark is great, but I think in this fight we will really get to know who Dubin is, what she's all about. So I'm looking forward to watch the fight just so I understand what she's about. If she wins, great. The value is definitely on her, but again, what is the value if you don't win, right? She can be a plus 10,000 dog, but if she loses, who gives a fuck? So I'll say if I would make a bet here, it might be live if I see that Dubin is looking good in the first round. But again, we just don't know enough about her. Um, we're not looking to gamble, as they say. We want to make our decisions based on information that we know we have. So for me, it's a pass. I'll say Carly Judice wins, but I wouldn't bet on her as a minus 500 favorite. Next one, we got a banger. We got Josine Nunes and Priscilla Cachoeira. This is another fight where I'll just take the over probably. Although both of them have power, both of them are willing to stand and bang, so we might see someone going asleep in this one. We got Zombie Girl and Josine Nunes. Josine Nunes lost 2 times in a row against Cavalcanti. That wasn't a split in the. This was Cavalcanti all day, unanimous decision, 30-27. Chelsea Chandler took her down, did what she had to do. Priscilla Cachoeira, though, she's not gonna take her down. She's not gonna try to submit her. Both of them are going to stand and bang. When you see Cachoeira, though, she only loses by submission, right? She's only losing if she gets submitted. Jose Nunes, though, she didn't have the same competition. Come on, Zara Farron, Ramona Pascal, B. Malaki. That's not the same competition that Cachoeira had been through. She went. She definitely had the tougher competition. With that being said, she's 36 years old. She had a lot of damage, especially in her last fight against what's her name, Jasmine Justavicius, who completely destroyed her. I have no interest in betting either side. I'll just say that I really have no opinion. I'm just gonna say Cachoeira wins because this fight is gonna stay on the feet. She has power. I'm not that high on Nunes, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nunes wins. So I don't care. Honestly, I'm not gonna bet on that fight. But this is a fight I do want to bet. Andre Lima and Daniel Perez. I like Lima here. I think that he's gonna be better everywhere. I think that his striking is gonna be better. I think that he can take down Perez and control him, and even submit him. I think that Lima by submission might be a sneaky prop to play because we saw how Perez loses. He loses if you take him down and submit him. He's 36 years old. As a flyweight, that's already getting old. He got submitted 2 times in the first round. He won a split decision. He lost a split decision against Carlos Hernandez, who didn't manage to submit him. That's interesting. He got submitted by a real naked choke, and he got verbal submitted by Cop. I don't know what that was. all about. But I'll say Andre Lima wins by however he wants. Maybe he's gonna show us his grappling side. Lima is a decent grappler. He has never submitted anyone, but he has the ability to take you down. We saw it in his last fight, how he completely controlled Felipe dos Santos. He's a very tough guy. I think that it's gonna be easy win for Lima. Barrez is dangerous on the feet though, so I think Lima will just take him down and control him. Maybe get a decision win. Because he never submitted anyone, so it's hard for me to say he's gonna submit him now. But he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so don't take it out of possibility realm. Next one, we got Sam Hughes and Stephanie Luciano. Stephanie Luciano looked good in her last fight against Talita Elankar. She was sharp. She's long for the division. She has good kicks, long arms. She uses her jab quite well. But she's taking on Sam Hughes, who's also a kind of a dog. She's always coming at you. She got good cardio. She got that win against Victoria Dudakova, who faded in the third round. Man, this is again another fight that it's very hard for me to pick a winner. I'll just say that the youth of Luciano, just the way she looked in her last fight. Again, she went against a very low-level striker. Talita Elankar is more of a jiu-jitsu kind of girl. But Hughes is a much better striker. Like, she's a much better striker than Talita Elankar. So maybe she wins. Again, I'm not looking to make bets on fights where I don't see an edge to either side. And here I just don't see that edge. I will say this fight is going to go the distance. Neither girl has, like, crazy power in her hands. Both of them are tough. So this fight will go the distance. I'm quite sure about that. But it is MMA and anything can happen. And if you watch the video, please comment the word potato in the comments right now if you watch the video. I appreciate that. Join the Telegram group as well. Let's move on to Mousasa and Carlos Vera. So Mousasa is shown to be an animal. The guy is coming from a country that is filled with violence. He probably had a very tough upbringing. This guy is an animal, okay? He's so explosive. He has so much potential. His genes are next level. And some would argue that he lost to Utari. I would say that he did lose to Utari in their last fight. But the judges gave him the win. Maybe his damage, maybe his explosiveness, the way he just managed to get up using sheer power. Carlos Vera, on the other hand, the guy is 37 years old. He's very slick on the mat, and he knows how to survive. Like, he's a veteran. I don't think he was ever finished. His only losses came off decision. He did get submitted, but he's not going to get submitted by Mousasa. I'll tell you that. Can he get knocked out by Mousasa? Of course. But he was never knocked out even as an amateur. So, is that his amateur? Sorry, no, it's not his amateur. This is professional bouts. Maybe this is amateur bouts. Anyway, he was never knocked out. He can just go and pull guard if he's in danger. Can he get a submission here? Of course. That's always live with a guy like Carlos Vera. I just don't think it's going to happen here. I think Mousasa is just too strong, too explosive. I think it's going to be a decision win for Mousasa. I'm not going to put him money line. Him coming as a huge favorite is just something that it's hard for me to bet on. I'm sure he's going to look better, though. He had to work on his takedown defense and overall game. So I'm expecting a better version of Josias Mousasa. And I say he's going to win. I'll say he wins by decision, though. I'm not going to take the KO prop. I don't think he's going to knock out a veteran like Vera. Next fight, we got Soo Young Yu and AJ Cunningham. So I think AJ Cunningham is coming down to... Is he going down to bantamweight? I don't know. Again, when someone changes weight classes, like he's gonna go to 135. This fight is happening in 135 or featherweight. Um, I don't know. Does it say it here? I'll say that maybe they fight at featherweight. I have no. Oh no, they're gonna fight at bantamweight. So he's gonna fight at 135. That's a big weight change. For Agent Cunningham, will he make weight even? I don't know. I have to wait to see them in weigh-ins so I could decide what's gonna happen. I'll say that Soo Young Yu is gonna be the better fighter here. Maybe he just uses his wrestling and controls him, but I don't really know what Agent Cunningham is going to look like in this one. So it's just I'm not gonna break down this fight because I it's hard for me to get a read here on a fighter that goes down in weight class like that. It's just for me it shows lack of consistency, lack of maybe discipline. I don't know. I just don't like when a fighter does that at this stage of his career. He's still 30 years old. I'll say Soo Young Yu wins, but I'm not gonna bet on that one. Waldo Cortez Acosta and Ryan Spann. Listen, you got Ryan Spann, who's a first round or bust, and you got Cortez Acosta, who can go 3 rounds. He got power. He's dangerous on the feet. He can stay. He can keep the fight on the feet as well. I don't see him trying to take down Spann. I don't see that happening, and I see him being cautious and durable enough to stay with Spann on the feet and endure the first round. After that, Spann usually goes downhill. His last fight, okay, he got the submission on 40 plus years old Ovens St. Preux. That's good for him. Guskov knocked him out. Fight he could easily won. Split decision with Anthony Smith. You know, it's a Costa for me. I think that he's gonna be able to stay safe in the first round. His striking is also very dangerous. This is gonna happen. This fight is going to happen in heavyweight. I don't know why Ryan Spann is gonna go heavyweight. I don't think that's gonna be a good move for him. He's not built like a Costa, who's very wide. Of course, Spann is a big guy, 6'5", 79-inch reach. I just don't think that moving to heavyweight would be beneficial for him here. Obviously, Costa has power in his hands. He can easily knock out Spann if he finds a connection there with the chin. So give me Acosta to win. I say he gets the later knockout, maybe second, third round, when Spann starts fading. But Acosta is the pick for me in this one. Next one, we got Kevin Vallejos and Song Woo Choi. I have to go with Kevin Vallejos. The guy is shown to be a monster. Just the fact that he went 3 hard rounds with John Silva tells you how tough the guy is. He's just 23 years old. He's young, he's hungry, he has crisp boxing, he likes to work on the body. He's a phenom. I think that he can, one day we can see a rematch between him and John Silva, and I think it can be John Silva's toughest match. Obviously not when you look at people like I would say the ex-champion, which is the Spanish Georgian, forgot his name, El Tupuria, El Matador Tupuria. So yeah, I'll pick Vallejos. I say first round knockout to Vallejos. Song Woo Choi has lost 4 in the last 5. He got knocked out by Garcia, knocked out by Trezano, split with Kulibao, submitted by Caceres. No, bro. I'm sorry. This is Vallejos by knockout. This gives me the same vibes of Rufi and Bobby Green. Although Song Woo Choi is just 32 years old, the chin is not there. once it gets cracked, it stays cracked, and Vallejos will crack it again. He's coming hungry. He wants a show. He wants a bonus. He wants to finish. This is not going to a decision, guys. Vallejos is not going to a decision. He knocks out everybody other than John Silva. Can he get a submission? Maybe. Would he get that? I don't think so. I think he wants the fire. I think he wants to work the body. I think he enjoys knockouts more. So give me Vallejos to win by knockout. Next fight, we got Dr. Nergazai and Branson Ribeiro. This is another fight where I see the edge. I see where you got the much better, more well-rounded fighter, and that is Dr. Nergazai. He has really good wrestling, by the way. He has a submission game. He has very good kickboxing. We saw the way he knocked out Bartos out of nowhere. That head kick was just brutal. And he got submissions. He got knockouts. He got decision wins. He fought in Eagle FC against all the the Dagestani killers, like winning against Magomed Magomedov. Just imagine you won against a guy that his name is Magomed Magomedov. What that says about you. And a unanimous decision. Not a unanimous decision against a guy called Magomed Magomedov. Okay? He got a knockout, a submission against a guy called Abusek Usarov. You know what that tells about you? You have to be a dangerous motherfucker to be able to get wins against guys that are just being called Magomed Magomedov. Of course, some of the some of the records here are not very are not the best, but I like Nergazai. I think he can be a ranked opponent in the light heavyweight division, and I like what I've seen from him in Dana White. He's a very hungry fella. I think he's very proud in Kazakhstan. I think he's gonna go there and he's going to get the finish. Will it be submission? I don't think so. I think he's gonna get the knockout, but this fight is not going 3 rounds. I like the under in this one. I'll say that Branson Ribeiro is live for a knockout as well. The guy has very long limbs. He's gonna have a 7-inch reach advantage in this fight, and he has power. We saw that in his Dana White Contender Series win. But I think that DR is just gonna be smart. He's just gonna take Ribeiro down, and he might get a submission. I'm not gonna say this will be a knockout 100%. He can get a submission. But he can also get a knockout. I'll say he wins by finish. I don't see this fight going 3 rounds, especially not with how how dangerous Ribeiro is. Magomed Gaziasulov, he just took him down and didn't do anything with it. He just laid on him. I don't think DR is just going to lay on him. I think he's going to get the finish. Next one, we got Damon Blackshear and Cody Gibson. I like Damon Blackshear here. I think that he really improved his striking. We saw that in his last fight against Cody Stamann. He got that knee, knocked him down, then got the submission. Montel Jackson, Montel Jackson is just... He's different, man. His power is different. He has a fight coming up as well. He lost to Bautista. I think he won that fight. The thing about Gibson, he usually uses his wrestling and his pace, but Damon Blackshear should be better everywhere. He should be the one with the better wrestling. I can see even Blackshear getting a submission, but Gibson is tough. Gibson is always live, but I say Blackshear wins by decision here. Give me the Blackshear by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a finish. Hernandez and Court Hollabaugh. At this point, I just can't trust Hernandez. You just don't know what you're going to get from him. He should be the better striker. He should be able to keep this fight on the feet, but you just don't know what you're gonna get from him. He got a split decision against Austin Hubbard. I don't know. Many would argue that he lost that one as well. Holloway, he's 38 years old, man. But he looked good in his last one against Kanan, which I wasn't high on. I picked him as the dog. He got the win. Again, I just can't trust Hernandez. I can't trust Holloway to win. I think that if he somehow managed to take down Hernandez, that might be a problem for Hernandez. Give me Holloway to win. Not my most confident pick. Again, you just don't know what you're gonna get from Hernandez. I'm not planning to bet on this fight. I just hate fighters that are inconsistent. Okay. Next one, we got Zaleski and Chidi. I like Zaleski here. I think that he can take down Chidi. I think he can submit Chidi. Although Chidi managed to stay on the I think his takedown looked really improved against Jared Godin. He managed to get up when Godin took him down. So will he be able to do that with a guy like Zaleski? Maybe. Zaleski couldn't submit Randy Brown when they fought. He is 38 years old, but Chidi's not a spring chicken as well. So, I'm going to pick Zaleski. I just think that his pressure is going to get him the win. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a knockout, maybe ground and pound. But Chidi is very dangerous on the feet. And main event, we got Marvin Vettori and Roman Dolidze. I'm going to pick Dolidze. I think that I actually thought he won that first fight they had. He clearly had done more damage. Vettori, I don't know how he's going to come. In the last fight, Jordan Cannonier completely manhandled him. Like, he probably lost 20 to 50% of his brain cells in that fight by the damage he took from Jared Cannonier, who completely annihilated him for 5 rounds. I can't believe it was 1 year and 8 months ago. It felt, damn, I remember that fight like it was yesterday. I'll pick Dolidze though. I hope he's gonna try to take him down. If he takes him down, that's gonna be his path to victory, I'll say. But on the feet, it can be very, very competitive. I will pick Dolidze though. I like the fact he was way more active. I like the fact that he's on a 2-win streak against Holland and Anthony Smith. He looked good on Anthony Smith using his leg kicks and overall just looked powerful. I'm going to pick Dolidze as the dog. That's it, guys. If you enjoyed the content of the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and join my Telegram group. The link is in the description. And don't forget to comment potato in the comment section. That's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.